Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Well, it might not be morning when you're viewing this. It's morning for me, so I'm gonna say good morning. But I want to talk a little bit about. I was just doing a little bit of reading and wanted to talk a little bit about fear and how fear can hold us back. Um, I was just reading something, and it was talking about Mary in the Bible and how the angel came to her and told her that she was going to have a child, and she was afraid. Um, and she kind of questioned like her worth and her ability, like why me? And I feel like a lot of times we can question our own worth, right? We can wonder, like, is am I enough? Right? Am I enough? It could be in our relationships, it could be on our job, it could be with our employment, it could be um, a numerous amount of things that we might not feel like we're worthy of. We might feel a little inadequate in those spaces. And so, because of the inadequacy that we feel, our fear can prevent us from saying yes to certain things, right? And so, and stepping out in faith. And as I was thinking about that, like her willingness to say yes, her willingness opened the path for a savior to be born. How many things has God told us to do or kind of spoken to our heart to do, or we've gotten an unction to do that we've said no to because we were afraid, because we didn't feel like we were adequate enough, because we didn't feel like we were worthy, because we didn't feel like we were skilled, because we didn't feel like we had the necessary tools, because we were worried about what other people would think. The reasons can go on as to why we have given God our no. And even while we've given ourselves our no. Maybe there's a business you're supposed to step out into. Maybe there's something that you're supposed to be doing, a partnership. Maybe there's a relationship. Some of us are saying no to relationships because we don't feel like we're enough. We're running, right? Maybe we're running from hard work because we don't feel like we have what it takes to complete the task. And so, what things is our no preventing from happening in our lives? It's almost like the yes to me feels like a key. It's the key to unlock the door of opportunity, the key to unlock the door for favor, the key to unlock the door to walk into the spaces that God has called us to, right? And so, my question today is, what has your no kept locked up for you? When you think back on the things that you know you've been led to do, that you know God wanted you to do, but you said no because you didn't feel like enough, you felt afraid. When you look back on those things and examine those things, what would your yes have done? What could your yes have done? And so I want to challenge you today to think back on the areas that you know that you said no to. You know it was a straight no. Nope, that is not for me. Um, that you know you said no to, but you know that that no was based on a fear, was based on a concern or a worry. It wasn't based on faith. It was based on fear. And so I want you to think about that, not to beat yourself up, not to be like, dang, you missed the opportunity, but to encourage yourself moving forward to say yes. Encourage yourself to put that yes is your key, to put that key in that door and to turn that lock and to walk through every single door that God has put your name on. All right, y'all. Talk to you later.